Just one. I just need this one. Trust me. The left hook.
I only need one too.
Okay.
You get that too.
That's fine. All right, then we both got it. We both got it.
Like, come on, bro.
I can't hear you.
I touched that.
You know, you stole the show. You know, I know it's, you know, you're the main event. You're supposed to, but you delivered.
Right.
And you, after it, said, you know, knock, knock, Tank.
Yeah.
I'm knocking on the door. You came over here, said light skin. A lot of fight fans like when people call out and do things like that.
But only person that don't like it is him. He's kind of weird. But now he got no choice but to fight me. The fans want him to fight me. After what I just did tonight against a guy that's bigger than him, come on now. If I touch him, what's gonna happen? Talk about that. Everybody want to talk about, oh, Keyshawn, what if he touch you? What if I touch him? Yeah, okay. Come on.
The boxing world thrives on moments of high-tension, electric rivalries and unfiltered drama, and this was all three wrapped into one Gervonta Tank. Davis and Kesson Davis, two names that have been cheering each other for months, finally squared off in a heated, face-to-face interview that left fans buzzing social media on fire and the boxing landscape completely shaken. Let's break down how this epic showdown of words unfolded, why it means so much for both fighters, and how it's shaping up to be one of the most intense rivalries the sport has seen.
The energy he coming with, he can't do all them shenanigans and all that he be doing with other people. He can't do that to me.
But I'm just saying, Key, listen.
Fully appreciate the intensity of this face-to-face. You need to know how we got here. Gervonta Davis, undefeated, undisputed in his dominance, and widely regarded as one of the most electrifying fighters of his generation, has been making waves for years.
Or may not fight guys like Shakur or Devin. What would his legacy be then in your eyes?
I think his legacy will be in his time, which he need to be respected for, that Tank did what most of the greats did in their time. One ballot, as far as I'm concerned, Hall of Famer. So based on that in his time, as far as his era, where it was loaded with fighters or fights and fighters that could have fought each other and they didn't. Every era has that same situation. I don't think they're ever going to go away or ever would be something dismissed from eras of conversation. But I think Tank Davis, understand his path and going to go by what he feels. Hey, he's young still, might change his mind, who knows? Something might happen in the next 1 or 2 fights where there's an automatic repeat or rewind of something spectacular on his way out.
On the other side is Keyshawn Davis, the Olympic silver medalist, who's been climbing the ranks with speed, style, and a whole lot of swagger. Keyshawn's rise has been accompanied by relentless trash talk aimed squarely at Tank.
I don't need you, bro. If you want to fight me, send me a contract, but if you don't, I'm going to be just as popular fighting you or not fighting you. I'm going to make my money fighting you or not fighting you. So don't get it twisted. Like I'm chasing after you. I'm not chasing you. Little dude, little dwarf, Oompa Loompa.
Two have been trading jabs, both verbal and metaphorical, for months. Kesson has accused Tank of ducking him, cherry-picking fights, and avoiding real competition. Tank, for his part, has dismissed Kesson as just another fighter trying to ride his.
25 is at the next year. I'm out of it.
After our second fight. You're out of it?
Yeah.
Care to elaborate on that?
Out of the sport.
After our second fight. Nah, no, I'm gonna win, bro.
Nah, I could tell you my fights.
Tank's recent retirement announcement. The tension between the two has escalated to a boiling point. Fans have been demanding answers, and this face-to-face interview was supposed to provide them. Spoiler alert, it gave us much more than...
I prefer Tank Davis, the top guy. I would go for the top guy. If I could choose, I would choose Tank Davis. I would knock Tank short out. Tank is a great fighter. Hats off to Tank. I'm not even about to just do all that. Like, Tank is a great fighter. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody knows that he got the power, he got the skill and ability, he's patient, you know what I'm saying? But I know who I am. That little short can't touch me. And I'm coming with that same shit he coming with. And you know that his coach Kenny, got a lot to say. You know what I'm saying? So also go fight the from Cuba. No, nigga, I'm gonna fight Tank. Stop mentioning other people when I mention your fighter. What you talking about, boy? Like, don't play with me, bro. Y'all know how I'm coming. Tank, if you wanna fight, send me a contract, bro. Tank, you know.
The setting was as dramatic as you'd expect for a showdown of this magnitude. The room was dimly lit with just the fighters, the interviewer, and the cameras capturing every micro-expression, every glare, every smirk. Tank entered first, exuding his usual calm confidence. But there was an edge to him, like he knew this wasn't just another interview. Keyshawn followed. And his energy was completely different. He was fiery, almost impatient, like he couldn't wait to let loose. That's how Keyshawn rolled interview 7. The very start you could feel the animosity. The tension in the room was so thick you could cut it with a knife as soon as the interviewer set the stage. It became clear this wasn't going to be a polite exchange of words. The conversation immediately turned to the elephant in the room. Tank's retirement. Keyshawn wasted no time throwing shade, calling Tank's retirement announcement a convenient way to dodge him and other young challengers. He painted Tank as someone who was running from the next generation of fighters rather than facing them head-on. Tank, however, wasn't about to let Keyshawn control the narrative. He countered with his own arguments, emphasizing his undefeated record, his accomplishments in the ring, and his belief that Keyshawn still had a lot to prove. He could even think about stepping up to his level.
Lamont Roach, but when you look at Shakur Stevenson, when you're looking at these other fights that he should really be fighting, he don't want to do them fights. He wants to retire.
Yeah.
So don't come and but don't come and come at me. Yeah. And go, oh yeah, let's give it all, Barry Big Bollocks, and go, oh yeah, let's give him some stick, and then make out like we want the fight. And then we send an offer over, and then you fight for 15 million, and yet you fight Lamont Roach. Don't do that. Do you know what I mean?
It was a real offer. That was true then.
It was a real offer. We offered. I said, listen, you keep talking shit. My promoter's going to get back to you in 48 hours. 50 minutes. Initial offer sent over. But was it Uncle didn't let him out to play? His boss didn't let him out. That's it. So he wants to talk about 50 million. First offer. First offer.
There was room to negotiate.
Of course there was. But he's an idiot. I don't even know if he knows what negotiating means.
The back and forth was relentless. Neither fighter backed down, and both made it clear that they believed they were the superior. Boxer Keyshawn's confidence was on full display.
He's been tweeting about him today.
What did Tank say?
You want me to verbatim? I can give the clean version.
Let me know, 'cause I don't be on Twitter, you know what I'm saying?
Alright, so this is pretty much stop eating, do that, this little N fighting on Friday night. He's not even worth mentioning. And Buddy's a B, code B, tell him to do something.
I ain't gonna lie, Tank gonna say what he gonna say, you know what I'm saying? It's just trash talk, for real. Tank know what's up with Keyshawn. They done sparred, you know what I'm saying? They done sparred plenty of times. So it's like, I don't really know, but I'm gonna just leave that as that, you know what I'm saying? But Keyshawn gonna go ahead and punish this guy on Friday, you know what I'm saying? Then whatever Tank come across, we gonna punish him too, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be the same.
Question. Tank's decision to retire. He outright dismissed Tank's entire legacy. Keyshawn argued that Tank had avoided fighting the best in there. Prime instead opting for safe fights that padded his record without really testing him. Now that's what all the pros are saying.
You got a chance to work with Gervonta out here. What was that experience like? Anything you could share?
The experience was great, and what's crazy about that is this time around, it was like, all right, we older now. There's more skills involved. It's like, all right, now let's see how it's gonna go this time. And when I got in the ring, I'm not gonna lie, he surprised me with how much defense he really had. Of course, I was looking out for the power of off the rip. I was looking out for his power. But when I started, when I was attacking and trying to set stuff up, he got good upper body movement, and he got some good legs when he used them. So he surprised me with his defense. But it was a very technical fight. Technical sparring match. And I definitely learned that, like I said, his defense. I definitely learned that he got some great defense, and it's not really easy to hit this guy. And I had to work to get to him. But overall, it was great sparring, and we respected.
Tank is seeing Red Keyshawn Davis just cross the line, dragging Tank's mom and brother into his trash talk and boxing smack talk is fair game, but family, that's a low blow. Even for this sport, Keyshawn's words weren't just trash, they hit where it hurts, and Tank isn't letting it slide. Gervonta Davis's brother was one of the first to break the silence on Keyshawn Davis taking a shot at Tank's family, and just take a look at what he had to say.
It's over by 6.5 for a pound at the weigh-in. He was, that's a less counter.
There it is.
Davison, down goes Levers.